Okay, so I'm doing this interview now with David Dunn. Obviously, most people know that he is a Blackburn Rovers legend. Absolutely loves the club so much. So we're just going to do just a couple of questions for you, if that's possible. Like I said again, though, thank you so much for taking the time out to be able to do this for us. So we've got a question from Ollie Jones, and he's asked, "What is the best Rovers manager that you've played under, and why?"
I think probably Graham Souness, um, or Sam Allardyce. I think both very majority of my Blackburn managers. I would say Graham because he gave me a really good chance and he believed in me and made me, put me on that real first rung of that ladder, as they say, and really believed in me. And I was so full of confidence when he was the manager.
Yeah.
And also when I came back, obviously Sparky was very good with me, bringing me back to the club. And then, I probably played some of my best football under Sam, really. So I would. So really, I tend to change my mind quite a lot with.
So you must have played like under a good number of managers then over your career
Yeah,
with Blackburn.
I tend to bounce between Graham and Sam, to be honest. But obviously, a special mention's got to go out there to Roy Hodgson and Mark Hughes, because they were excellent as well,
Oh,
So.
fab stuff, fab. So we've got one from Ian Howarth. Who was the best striker that you've partnered or that you've played with?
Oh dear me, the best striker. Do you know what? I would probably go for Rocky.
Rocky Santa Cruz.
I'd probably have to go for Santa Cruz in terms of that couple of seasons we had. He was excellent. He was a top player on the pitch and a great lad off the pitch as well. So
yeah.
Rocky was excellent. He was he's a real focal point of the team. He held it up, scored goals. Never stopped running. So I really enjoyed playing with Rocky.
Oh, fab stuff. Going back to when you said that one of your best managers was Graham, we've got a question from Paul Hutchinson. Now, might have to kind of swing around this, but he's asked what came across in your mind to leave Rovers when Souness was in charge.
Oh, good question. Probably, if I'm analysing myself, I was probably a young kid that thought he knew best. Looking back, I probably was a bit too hasty with my decision. I should have probably just got my head down and worked a little bit harder and do things and get to me too much. But we all make mistakes. We all do daft younger, and that was probably one thing I kind of regretted in certain ways. But the plus side of it is I went living on my own, and I probably grew up a lot during them couple of years that I had to fend for myself a little bit more. So even though it was quite a negative thing for me being on the pitch and being injured a lot, I kind of grew up and I'm probably a better person off the pitch.
Yeah, hey, that's good to know, that one. Yeah, that's good to know. So going to the current Rovers team, we've got a question here from Jack Kelly, and he's asked, who is your favourite current Rovers player at the minute?
You know what? I think I got asked this the other day. I would probably say I really like Darragh Lenihan. I think Blackburn are. I think they really miss him when he's not there and when he's not in the team. Obviously, I coach Lewis Trapp. I feel like I think Trav drives the team on.
Yeah.
The centre of the pitch with his energy. But probably the best player is obviously Dacky. You know, I think Bradley Dack's he's got really good ability. I feel he's although Blackburn's form probably improved a touch if I'm being right when he wasn't in the team lately. But a really good player, and certainly one that excites me when I go and watch Blackburn now, and I enjoy watching him play.
So I take it then that you if you could go back into that Blackburn team, you would like to pair up then with Dacky then, would you?
Dacky's similar position to me, so he probably won't get a game, I would, it would be. I think we would probably link up pretty well, you know.
You'd have to change the formation then at the minute, then, wouldn't you, to be able to pair up with Dacky?
But it would probably work. I think you could. A lot of teams now play with 2 10s at times, so I would. It would be. I mean, I would like to go back and play in this day and age, and in this time anyway, just because when I was playing, it would have suited me down at the ground to have a number 10 that could just roam around and not focus so much on running back and making tackles. I could have just concentrated on attacking. Whereas when I played in a midfield too, I suppose you had to kind of, everyone played 4-4-2 really. So in terms of me, I just had to do both sides of the job. But when I played with Gary Flitcroft, he did a lot of the other dirty work, as this call, and give me a little bit more freedom to go and get on the ball and try and hurt teams in the final third. So
yeah, we know what you like, scoring goals.
I tried my best.
Yeah, we know what you like with that one. So Lewis Thompson has asked where do you see the club within the next 3 years? So obviously, obviously there's the current pandemic going on now, so everything's had to come to a halt. Do you think with Rovers being, is it 5 or 6 points just outside the playoffs at the minute, could they push for the promotion? Could they push for the playoffs? Could they push for the automatic promotion? Or do you think it's going to take them another couple of years to be able to get that team just right?
With the form that they were on, generally, I feel that they could have scraped in the playoffs even this year. They only needed to put a run of games together to get them in there. So there's no reason why they couldn't have scraped in the playoffs this year. I say scrape, but if they got in the playoffs, it wouldn't have been scraped. It would have been because they deserve it. Having said that, I feel my battery might be going here. I feel that I feel that probably 3 or 4 players off. Being a really, really competitive team that can push for the top end of the league. So hopefully they can recruit well and get some decent players in and really help the rest of the squad to get on and push on and get to the top of that league.
So obviously then just talking about pushing them on over the next couple of years or even going for the final into the promotion for this season, what do you think that the players and the manager and the club in itself has done differently from when they were relegated into League One, then went straight back up, and now they're high in the Championship?
Do you know what? I feel Tony Mowbray's done a fantastic job. I've got a lot of time for Tony and a lot of the management staff there. I think he's got to take a massive amount of credit for bringing the fans on board again, and really probably bringing the the supporters and the owners back, you know, because you can tell that when he speaks about the owners, he comes out and he kind of relays all the information that the owners are, you know, how much they're supporting the club, and I think they always have done, really. So I think he's been the main catalyst for bringing the club back together, which deserves a huge amount of credit, really.
Yeah.
So, you know, I think Tony's done an excellent job on that as well, you know. But I think just a little bit of momentum, you know, getting promotion and then trying to push on again. That was much pressure on him first year back up, but you know, now I think now's the time that the team need to push on and try and really push for that promotion now.
Yeah. So I've got a question from Ali Lynch, my mum, coincidentally. She wanted to ask one. So what was the highlight of your career for Blackburn Rovers?
I would probably say, you know, it would either be the Worthington Cup final win or the promotion, and I think I'd probably have to go with the promotion just because it's such a huge thing for us to get back in the Premier League. Even now, you know, I think that every club in the Championship are striving to get in the Premier League, you know, not just because it's one of the best leagues in the world, but also the financial gains that the club get and the stability comes from that. So I would say probably getting promoted would be my best achievement, you know. But that's probably a little bit of a rounded answer, really, because I think that helped the club as well. And you know, as a fan, I just knew that it was an important kind of achievement for everyone.
Oh, so I'm just gonna shove one little question in there. I'm surprised though that nobody's asked it yet. Again, though, that you can kind of swerve it if you don't want to answer it. How did you feel when you scored, or you were scoring and scored against Burnley?
Yeah, it was. You know, I get asked this quite often, really, and although it was a great feeling at the time, and everyone was so happy that, you know, we kept that unbeaten run going against them. It kind of was a little bit bittersweet, really, because it was still drawing with Burnley, so I never really took. I know that might sound a little bit arrogant for some people, but you know, I never felt that since I've been playing football and since I've been around, Burnley was always the club, you know, below us.
Yeah.
So to score the equaliser, to draw, you know, for a draw, I never really felt it was. You know, if it had been the winner, that would have been different. But for all the celebration against Burnley, I wasn't too massively fussed, really. I was obviously dead pleased about the result in terms of keeping that unbeaten run going, because I knew what it meant to a lot of the supporters. But in terms of the actual game and myself, I was like, it was pretty much, we've drawn against Burnley. When I felt that we should be beaten.
But you could just wanted to just like kind of push for that winner just a little bit more.
Yeah, well, if we'd have scored a little bit earlier, who knows? Good feeling.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for that, David. You've been an absolute star for that. We're going to get the video uploaded as soon as possible. And then you'll be able to see that. I'll obviously send you a copy, or you can have a look on our Facebook page.
That's great.
And it'll be on there for you.
Great stuff.
All right, then. Cheers, David. Cheers.
Right. Thanks, buddy.
Bye-bye.
Bye.